Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Modern Mystic Radio Show. My name is Mystic Saira. We're on A1R Psychic Radio, the world's #1 psychic radio network, and Moonstruck TV. I do have a special guest with me tonight, but before I introduce her, just going to remind you very quickly how you can get hold of me if you would like your own private reading. You can do that through my website, which is www.modern-mystic.co.uk, or you can get me through my Facebook pages. I've got one under Modern Mystic, and I've got another one under Mystic Saira. The Mystic Saira Facebook page, I tend to do a weekly free psychic session. So if you would like your own free mini reading, why not join that? Okay, so let me introduce my first, my only guest for this week. It's Christine Matthews, who is a spiritualist medium. Hi, Christine, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm very well.
Tell us a little bit about how you work as a medium. How do you get your information? Just tell us a little bit about your story, your background. When did it all first start for you?
Well, I've had an awareness of spirit since I was very young. I didn't understand it. I thought everybody saw things like that. And when I got to 15, I decided to go to a spiritualist church because I was allowed by myself at that age. Mm-hmm. And I started to watch a lot of mediums and think, wow, you know, it's real because they are doing it. And it wasn't until 5 years ago that I was brave enough to get on the circuit and get up there and do it myself, so in public. I do work directly with spirit communicators. They're probably responsible for all the problems tonight. But I do affect electrics, unfortunately, sometimes when I am...
Haven't we noticed that? Yes.
I'm really sorry. But to me, I trust 100% what they tell me because they always come with love. Always.
Absolutely. So you said that you used to see spirit.
I did.
So tell us a little bit about that, because we all see things, as mediums, we experience things in slightly different ways, don't we? So was it like a physical person that you used to see? Were you able to talk to them, or, you know, how did it appear to you?
I'll be honest, at that age, I didn't talk to them because it was quite scary. And I would see them as a physical person. So I would be trying to say to a friend, can you see them? And they'd say no. And then I realised that's not normal. So I didn't talk about it anymore because it does shock people if they're not seeing what you're seeing. But we're so fortunate that 28, 29 years on, how much it's changed and how accepted it is now as well.
Absolutely. So would you say that you were seeing your own relatives, or perhaps just spirit that were around whoever you were talking to, or around buildings, or were they specific to you or not?
No, not specific to me at all. And I would know names and I would know information about them, but I didn't know what the point was. But it was like they would tell me, but I didn't know why. So I guess they were trying to show me that I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose at aged 5 or 6 or however old you were, you're not really equipped to deal with that information or know what to do with it either. No. So nowadays, I know you do platform work. Do you also do one-to-one readings?
I do one-to-one readings, and I do everything I can do, really. I love charity work. I love experiencing all the different varieties of mediumship there is. So yeah, I'm up to try anything, really, because I trust them enough.
And do you work with spirit guides as well?
I know my guide very well, and I do recognise other people's guides. So if somebody said, can you see my guide, I can get the connection. But to me, I'd like them to get the connection so that they can see for themselves rather than me just tell them.
Now, what are your thoughts on learning mediumship? Do you think it's something that somebody or anybody could learn, or do you think that it's something you have to be born with?
Do you know, that's really interesting. I actually think it's our birthright. Because we're all born with third eye, okay? We're all born with that. But I also recognise some people seem to come here to awaken others. And not everybody will be the same. So some people are really good with the psychic. Some people are really good with clairvoyance. And some people are just really good at healing and things like that. So everyone's come with a different purpose.
Absolutely. Now, when did you, what was your most profound psychic experience or mediumship experience that you can think of?
Quite recently, actually. It was all in the message, really. It was almost as if I had become the person, and the evidence becomes so validated when it is that way. It's not good on a stage with a microphone in your hand when you're trying to express the other person, but she told me so much information, and even to the point where I was pulling on my cardigan and not understanding why. And it's because the family bought her this cardigan and she hated it. And I'm putting on, and I'm going, she doesn't like my cardigan. But it was so almost like I'd become her at that moment. And I thought, how clever is that to come in so close, to trust me enough.
So, I mean, how would you say that you mostly get your information? How does it come through to you? Is it something that you see, something that you hear? Are there images that you interpret? How does it actually work for you?
It comes in a lot of ways, so it's not always the same. So I could be talking with one spirit communicator, say somebody's grandmother, and she might just want to show me things. So I'll see lots of imagery. I can hear them if they talk to me. That's my preferred choice because it's quicker. And then I'm clairsentient as well. So they're all the 5 clairs, really. So you've got the smell, the taste, the seeing, you've got the hearing, you've got the knowing, and it's all of those in one.
So what would you say to somebody that is just starting out and perhaps, you know, had experiences as a child that scared them? So what advice would you give somebody like that? You know, going from your own experience, where did you go from the stage of being afraid of it to actually wanting to step into that ability?
Well, I think we're afraid because it's unknown, because we don't know what's going to happen, and we kind of give ourselves over to that, don't we? But I would say to anyone starting out, they are so, so clever, spirit, okay? And they come with so much love, and there's so much joy in serving as well. And I would say, you know, that feeling they give you after of complete joy and happiness and gratitude, it's very humbling. And I would say that's what made me continue, was the humbleness I felt, and realizing a lot of people's situations are a lot worse than my own as well. And I think that drives you forward.
Absolutely. And what are your future plans? What are your hopes for your ability in going forwards?
Well, I hope I can just carry on giving good messages from the spirit world, because to me, I'm there to serve spirit, okay? So I'm the other end of the phone for them. And as long as they're happy with me doing that, I am overjoyed and blessed to be serving them.
And are you teaching this as well now?
I have started teaching, and you know, I never realised what excitement I would get about watching somebody that says I don't get anything, and then all of a sudden they give the most amazing message, and their faces is total. I can remember that feeling of wow. And to me, I still feel that for them, and it's exciting. It's exciting. We need more mediums.
We do. Now, we do have a caller waiting. Are you happy to give a little bit of a demonstration of your ability?
I will.
Okay. We have Ray, who is in Dallas, in Texas. Hi, Ray. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on to the show tonight. I'm going to hand you over to Christine, who's going to do your reading for you. Do you have a question for Christine tonight?
I guess it's in general, just kind of wondering where I'm at in life with, I've really been feeling sort of like the best of my years are over, and I'm sort of dealing with low energy, not much hope. I'm grateful for the simple life that I have, but is there something that I'm missing? I guess I'm longing to do more than just survive. I want to reactivate my passion for something, but I'm just not sure where I go from here.
Do you know, that's such a hard question to answer normally, but as I'm listening to your voice, I have a gentleman kind of talking to me at the same time. Okay, would you understand, please? I'm just going to go with this gentleman, okay? Would you understand a gentleman that would be in the spirit world now? And he is a family connection to you because he comes on a very loving vibration, okay? And as I'm feeling him, he's talking about being very poorly as well, and I feel very poorly with him. This feels like a dad. He feels like your dad. Can you understand that?
I think we have a bad connection. I wasn't able to make out what you were saying after you said a gentleman came through.
Okay, let's hope they'll be nice with the electrics for us, okay? You would have a father in the spirit world. Do you understand that?
Repeat. I'm sorry, your voice is cutting out.
Okay, would you understand your dad to be in the spirit world?
My father?
Yes.
My father's living.
Your father's living. Okay, it connects to dad, so I can't change the father link, all right, because that's what he's given me. I'm going to keep going. This man was very poorly. Okay, he was very poorly before he passed.
Early 40s?
He was very unwell before he passed away.
Okay.
Is that somebody you could link? Yeah, is that somebody that you could relate to? We'll carry on with Christine.
Yeah, if it's not father, it's got to be father-in-law. It's a definite father connection there.
Okay, my grandfather, my father's father is no longer living, and two of my father's brothers are no longer living.
Okay, don't tell me anymore. Okay, would you understand, please, having an illness for a long time with your grandfather?
Yeah.
Because he's making me feel very poorly with him, okay? And he's given me, I don't know if that's the name of Jack or John, okay? But I'm hearing that John name, okay? It sounds like John. I need to give you what he gives me, all right? He's also talking about the June connection with you. There must be a birthday in June.
A birthday in June? That would be my daughter.
Thank you. All right. I'm trying to get stuff okay? Because he's so excited to be able to talk to you at the moment. And I don't know what's happened in your life, okay? But he's talking about a separation as well. Would you understand a separation? Did you have a separation in your life as well, please?
Yes. It's been a while, but yeah.
Because to me, you've kind of lost your sense of self. Do you understand that?
I do. Yes,
right.
definitely.
Well, yeah, and I know it stems from that separation, because that's where he's taken me. Okay, and he wants you to be able to move forward and to find what makes you you again. Do you understand that?
That's exactly why I called. Yes.
You need to find you again, okay? You've got a bit lost in there. Would you understand
Yes.
3 children, please? Are there 3 children?
Can you say that again? The connection's so good, I'm struggling to hear.
Okay, are there 3 children around you as well, please?
I have 4 children, yes.
You have 4. Well, I can't have one on, all right? It's talking about the 3, all right? So I need to talk about the 3 children. So there must be one that you don't see very often.
Yeah, true. There's one that's in the service that I don't see very often.
Okay, so he's just relating to what's going on with you at the moment. And he wants you to spend more time doing things for you, because you've gone on pause, all right? You've kind of paused your life, and you need to start to go out. And you used to walk as well, he's telling me, and you're not doing that either.
Used to what?
You used to go out walking as well, but you've stopped. Do you understand that?
Yeah. I'm basically just surviving right now, and I I question what is the point.
I know. And do you know what? We all get to that point. We do. That hits everyone at every point. At some time in their life, they will all feel that loss of distinction. Mm-hmm. And what you need to know is things are going to get better for you, and things are going to improve, because he comes in with so much strength at the moment, and he's pushing that on you. And for you to be calling now means that okay, there's a turning point ahead, and he's really, really confident that you're moving out of that now. You've been in that for 16 months, he's telling me.
Oh, you cut out at the end there.
You've been feeling like that for 16 months. Do you understand that?
I honestly couldn't hear your sentence.
Okay, Sarah, maybe if you
understand that.
Yeah, Christine was just saying that you've been feeling like this for around 16 months. Is that right?
At least, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have to leave that there. I do hope you found that useful. We're going to go straight on to our next call, and we have Thomas from Angleton, who's also in Texas. Hi, Thomas. Can you hear us? Thomas, can you hear us?
Hey, I can hear you on just a tiny, tiny bit. It sounds real muffled.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you will be able to hear Christine, who I will hand you over to in a second. Do you have a question for Christine tonight?
Hey, I don't know if y'all can hear me, but y'all are breaking out real bad.
Okay, we can make you out. So do you have a question for Christine?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, you're coming through a little bit now. You've been breaking up real bad. I'm sorry.
Apparently, it might be on your side, on your phone connection. But can you hear us now? No. Okay, we're going to try and call you back in a second. Right, okay, so let's go on with a few more questions. So when you're when you're working psychically and spiritually, how do you find it builds? How do you find, so say for instance somebody wants to develop mediumistically, what would you, and I know because I think for a lot of people they get stuck where they get a couple of bits of information, and then it dries up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, because it's kind of like holding onto a balloon, holding onto a string of a balloon when you first start, and it's very easy to let it go and it's hard to get it back, and it's about learning really to get a good grip on that, okay, and so you can keep them there long enough. But yeah, the way I would describe it is definitely like the balloon, it just drifts off if you let go. So it's about sustaining that energy really, and I think meditation always helps.
Okay, I think we've got our caller back. Thomas, can you hear us now?
Hello?
Hello, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but just very, very quiet.
Okay, I'm going to pass you over to Christine. Do you have a question for Christine tonight?
I'm really just, I'm at a place where I could really use some clarity on what my next step should be. I have a lot of obsessive compulsive issues where I obsess over certain thoughts, and I could really use some guidance to where I should really focus my energy at this moment so that I'm not so tangled up in everything that's going on right now.
Okay. As you were talking there, I'm picking up that when you said you're obsessive compulsive, I was getting that you pick a lot of things up and you put them down. Okay, you don't always finish everything. Do you understand starting things and not finishing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm not criticizing that, okay, because we all do that. But to me, it's a habit that you've got yourself into. And do you know, you get that from a gentleman in the spirit world. You do get that from someone else. There isn't a gentleman there that had the same problems you're experiencing. He would want to do a lot of things, but he never finished doing what he was doing, okay? And I know he connects to you. I don't know if this is an uncle, okay, but he's coming on that side. Would you understand an uncle? Yeah, okay. You can thank him for that, okay? He's trying to work with you at the moment as well. He wants you to feel positive, that it's not a bad thing. You just need to be able to focus now on yourself. What makes your heart sing, all right? Not what needs finishing. What's going to make you happy? That's the most important thing you can do.
Right, we're going to have to leave it there, unfortunately. The next show is just about to start. So very quickly, Christine, thank you so much. How can people get hold of you if they would like their own reading? I just have Facebook page, actually. Obviously, I'm on Skype at the moment. You can get me on Skype, which is under Chrissy Cross 73, if you want to add me. On Facebook, it's just Christine Matthews. Lovely. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we shall very hopefully see you soon.
Thank you.